going? It's attorney Tadisha Rowe at American Legal Immigration Center in the DMV of the United States. Welcome back to another episode of Immigration Dream University. Guys, if this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope that this information is useful to you. And as you can see, I typically post videos every week. I like to post on Sundays, but I do sometimes post during the week as well, just depending on what's going on in the news and what's going on in immigration. If there are any up-to-date information that I need to pass out to you guys, then I will try to post that as well. For my returning watchers, if you have not subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button. It will help me out so much. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support in helping me to grow this community. And please do let me know if you're a subscriber and you have an immigration issue that you specifically want me to address. Please let me know, and I will consider making a video out of that as well. All right, guys, so I just want to talk about a topic that's come up pretty recently, and that is whether or not an incident or infraction on your criminal records or something such as a DUI is going to impact your ability to naturalize and become a United States citizen. And it all depends on what it is. Today I'm going to address DUIs and traffic infractions specifically. And in most cases, if you have a DUI, no, it's not going to prevent you from getting your citizenship forever. But if you have had an incident within the last 5 years, then yes, it will impact you. Essentially what USCIS is looking at is whether or not you have good moral character. And so even if you have that DUI and you have complied with everything that you're supposed to in terms of going to, let's say, AA classes or completing your probation, paying any fines that you're supposed to, that does count in your favor. But at the end of the day, if this incident took place within less than 5 years, then they are going to look at it as lacking good moral character within the specific time needed for you to naturalize to become a United States citizen. Okay, so if you have something that recently popped up, think twice before you submit that application for your naturalization. It doesn't mean that you can't ever do it. It just means that as of right now, you should not pursue it, because 9 times out of 10 it will be denied on that basis. If something bothers you, or you think that, maybe you have a DUI and it's from 5.5 years ago or 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I highly recommend that you bring an attorney with you to your naturalization interview. This is where you're going to take the civics exam and the English proficiency and answer questions in regards to your application. And this is where any information in regards to DUIs, any arrests, any convictions, it's also going to come up, and you have to be straightforward with the officers. What I do tell my clients is that even if something is expunged from your records, USCIS will still have access to that information. And so in many cases, such as if you're applying for a job, a regular employer, non-government employer, I should say, your records may not be visible to them, but for many government agencies, including USCIS, those records are available. And so if you do not tell them the truth, then they will think that you lack candor, and then they will say that you lack good moral character as a result of that, okay? So you just want to make sure that you put yourself in the best position to win as possible. Make sure that you have a lawyer with you. I will say I want to say it's been about a year ago now, but I did attend a naturalization interview with one of my clients. She did not have a DUI. What she had was less severe. It was driving without a permit, driving with her permit, but she had not yet gotten her driver's license. I think she had some kind of emergency situation. She had her driver's permit, and she decided against her best interest to drive. And of course, she was pulled over by the police for not wearing her seatbelt. So you know how things go. If it can go wrong, then in many cases it will go wrong. And in her case, it did. That fortunately was over 5 years. However, nonetheless, when we went to her interview, the officer began to interrogate her about it. And I say interrogate because they did ask her the basic questions. Did this happen? Yes, it did. We were able to provide every disposition of that case. I think she just paid a fine. She didn't even serve probation. Yeah, guys, so once the supervisor was called in, she was able to look at the date of the incident and to see that it was over 5 years ago. It had not quite been 6 years yet, so that 5-year deadline had just passed, but it was not something that should have even been considered in her case to deny her, and especially when everything else about her application was on point. So again, I do highly recommend that if you think that there's something that may come up as an issue for you when you're trying to naturalize, do bring a lawyer along with you. They're able to intervene and maybe get some recourses that you may not otherwise be able to get, and you just give yourself the best chance possible to get things done the right way the first time, and especially if this is your second or third time going for that naturalization. All right, guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you as usual. Again, please do subscribe to my channel. You are welcome here. I would love to have you. And thank you so much for tuning in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.